Local college hoops are heating up, and tonight we start with I-64 rivals, the Old Dominion University Monarchs and the William & Mary Tribe. For the action, we head to the Ted Constant Convocation Center. It was the first part of the Coaches vs. Cancer doubleheader at the Constant Center yesterday, as Old Dominion took on their in-state and CAA rival, William & Mary. ODU started the game by jumping out to a 12-0 lead, but the Tribe fought their way back to tie it at 20 points apiece. Chris Cooper led the Monarchs with 14 points, and they were just too strong for the Tribe. ODU won in dominating fashion by a final score of 68-44. Both teams play their next game in February. Directly after the first local matchup, the Ted hosted yet another Hampton Roads rivalry game last night. And it was the second game of the Coaches vs. Cancer doubleheader at ODU. This time, it was the 5th-ranked Virginia Wesleyan Marlins going head-to-head with the Christopher Newport University Captains. CNU led by 8 points at one time, but Virginia Wesleyan turned up the heat in the second half as all of their starters scored in double figures. Krista Storja for Virginia Wesleyan scored 25 points as the Marlins went on to snap CNU's 12-game winning streak with an 89-74 win. The Lady Spartans of Norfolk State looked to defeat rival Morgan State in Norfolk last night. Let's take a look at the action. It was early game at Norfolk State yesterday, and Norfolk got heated up early as they couldn't seem to miss the basket. But then Morgan State started to come back fast. Whitney Long had 18 points and Rachel Gordon had 16 for the Spartans, but it wouldn't end up to be enough. The Lady Spartans lost a close one at home, 75-68. Their next game will be Monday night against Copen State at home. The men of Norfolk State also took on Morgan State right after the women's game yesterday. But would they face the same fate? Let's check it out. A lot of the seats filled for this game, and the men were looking for a big win. The Spartan men were making buckets left and right as they got going early in the game. Kylo Quinn had a huge game as he had a double-double and 18 points along with 12 rebounds. The men seemed to have better luck than the women as they went on to beat Morgan State 76-59. The men will be playing right after the women this upcoming Monday against Copen State at home. Our favorite local hockey team was at the Scope last night, facing off against the Hershey Bears. We head to the Scope for the highlights. The Admirals took on the Hershey Bears for the second straight night last night. The game was in front of a sellout crowd that was ready for some hockey. The game was full of aggressive action, and the Admirals were out to maul the Bears. Tyler Johnson and Corey Conacher each had a goal on the night for the game, and goalie Dustin Tokarski would have 19 saves during the game. But in the end, the Bears would score one more goal than the Admirals and ultimately win by a final score of 3-2. The next Admirals home game is on Friday, February 10th. And that's all for your local sports wrap for this weekend. I'm Ashley Fish, and I'll see you right here next week on News Channel 3.